I do. I'm Gary Franchi. I'm with RTR.org and the Reality Report.
Yes.
Leadership, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're here to lead America. Let's
Yes.
talk about it. What is Obama doing wrong with leadership?
President Obama is not leading because, quite frankly, with all due respect, he does not understand the principles of leadership that I talk about often. First of all, leaders must work on the right problem, ask the right questions, and then remove barriers to success. And one of the questions you need to ask is whether or not you've surrounded yourself with the right people. The fact that this president has had a failed economic policy is because he did not surround himself with the right economic advisors. The fact that we have a foggy foreign policy situation around the world, he's not listening to his advisors and his experts.
How do we resolve the situation in Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq? I mean, it's very expensive having our troops there.
Right.
How do we resolve that?
Well, you have to take each one of them individually. You can't have one silver bullet solution for all of them. Let's talk about Afghanistan. The first thing that I think that the president did wrong was promise to remove troops in the middle of 2011 before he got elected. Secondly, when he approved the surge, which was the right thing to do, the surge is working. But then he came back because he made a political promise, and now he is drawing down troops. That telegraphs to the enemy what it is that we're doing. That is not a smart move strategically, in my opinion. Afghanistan, we have three challenges, not one. If we just focus on the bombs and the bullets, we're going to miss the issue. Number one is the bombs and the bullets, the military fighting, training them to take care of themselves and defend themselves against the Taliban. Number two, there are a lot of issues within the Afghanistan government. They are as divided and corrupt as our government, and we have corruption and division in our government. Just look at what's going on now. Number three, we've got to try and help coordinate the relationship between Pakistan and Afghanistan. We don't want those two countries deciding to go to war with one another because one of them has a nuclear weapon. So we have three very delicate challenges to manage in Afghanistan. And when we understand more about how we define victory, then we'll be able to put together a plan.
Let's talk about the economy real quick because right now, Obama just said that seniors aren't going to get their checks, and these are scare tactics. The debt ceiling is the big topic. What do you say to seniors out there who are nervous about not receiving their Social Security checks?
Don't worry, you're going to get your Social Security checks because they have enough money to pay the Social Security checks. They have enough money to pay the interest on the debt. They have enough money to pay our military men and women, and they have enough money to pay the Medicare and the Medicaid bills. Those are simply scare tactics. If you do those four things, as a leader, you then look at what's left and make some difficult choices about where you need to cut to stay under that debt ceiling. I am in the court of don't raise the debt ceiling. Make some tough decisions. But stop scaring people because we have enough money to pay seniors, Medicare, the military, and pay our interest on the debt.
How do we resolve the issue with the Federal Reserve printing money, the bailouts? There's a lot of people that are very upset that, there's just too much money in circulation and it's just too easy for Wall Street to get it. How do we resolve that question for people who are concerned?
You can't resolve it overnight, but here's how you start it. The reason that the Federal Reserve has been pushed into trying to support the Treasury with printing more money because we can't sell the notes fast enough is because of the national debt of $14 trillion. Back in the 90s, when I served on the board of the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, Alan Greenspan was the chairman of the Board of Governors. We never had to consider doing that in the degree to which they're doing now. Why? Because the national debt was about $4.5 trillion. The reason that it has become an issue is because of the $14 trillion debt, and now this president, this administration, they want to raise it even more, which is absolutely the wrong thing to do. This is why the two of the major rating agencies are threatening to downgrade the credit rating of the United States of America. Why? Because this president has not shown the leadership. This Congress has not shown the followership. The president has the lead. The Congress has to show the followership in terms of solving this problem, and they have not put a viable solution on the table that the American people would comprehend and understand.
All right, Herman Cain, what's the website people can go and find you and support you?
HermanCain.com. HermanCain.com. Cain like in the Bible, but I didn't kill anybody.
All right. He hasn't killed anybody yet. All right. Gary Franchi for the Reality Report.